Hi there, welcome to War in the East. I'm Grey Hunter, and, well, yeah, if you don't like hexes, it's probably best to turn away. So, I've not played this much since I did a German run through, but I've had the itching to do it again, mainly because I've been playing War in the West and I want to kind of compare and contrast, and I think I've got Saturday afternoons free now. Yeah, I thought I'd have it, give it a go. So, I'm going to be doing this as Soviets, hence the Soviet response. That's an in-joke from the old thread. And to begin with, yeah, the Germans are going to really hurt me. No matter what I do, the Germans are going to hurt me. So, I've got this on fast speed, mainly because if I just take it up a level, this just takes forever just for all these things to go through. And end of the day, most of them aren't that important, especially when, you know, it's just, you've lost several thousand men retreating. So, for speed for this, because this is a video LP, I'll be running on 0 for most of the time. I may turn it up for 1 for my turns. So, as you can see, the Germans are advancing. It's 1941, Barbarossa has just kicked off, and yeah, my men are in full retreat. Kind of semi-rules is I can't just retreat all the way to Moscow. I can retreat out of like holes and stuff like that and try and save up my tank units and stuff like that, but as my own personal rules, I'm going to have to try and make a fight of this. Mainly because I do not want just to do this thing, oh yes, I retreated to Moscow and that's how Russia would have won the war. Rubbish. Right. The odd thing with this is you get more information watching this turn than you do in your own turn with the enemy, so I can see all the colours for the enemy groups. If you don't know NATO, easy ones, the ones with crosses on them are infantry, the ones with circles, tanks. Crosses with dots on are mechanised infantry. Grey is normal Wehrmacht units, that beigey brown is normal Russian units. Black is SS units and red was guard units. You'll see some guard units later on. Oh, there goes Wrestle's luck. My Russian pronunciation is atrocious, so if it's not been said 400 times in a TV show, I'm probably not going to know it. So, I don't like that. That's not a nice penetration. Oh god. Right, yeah. That's a few men trapped. They're going to get Minsk. So, not really played this in a few years, but yeah, I'm willing to give it a go. I'm hoping that will kind of show like Russian ineptitude. So, I'll get my chance to respond in a minute, and yeah, mostly it's going to be retreating. Quite a lot of units are still static, there'll be lots of different units, I can't change that much, so the first few turns is just going to be trying to like put this mess of an army back into a proper space. Each of these hexes represents about 10 miles, so you can see the speed of their advance. It will not be this fast for all time, hopefully. Just got to hold out till the winter comes. Armour Group itself never seems to make the same progression Armour Group North does. Centre, but yeah, they do have less tanks. Plus the whole idea was to drive on Moscow. Saying that though, again, this is one of the better shows I've seen from them. Oh, thankfully that's over. So, at this point I'm going to have to move all my men back for a little bit and then look to see if there's anywhere I can cut supplies. I'm hoping here I might be able to do a sneaky little move just to cut the supplies. It won't hold, there's no way I'm going to be able to attack and destroy them, but it will stop them getting fuel back in. They don't have a rail line, so I've managed to hold a rail line, which is pretty good. What did I lose? Nearly 300,000. That's actually better than the little preview game I just did. Nearly 10,000 losses. Oh, that's a good 500 lower than it was. I lost nearly 3,000 last time. Actually quite a good start. Yes, I'm playing the Russians. Losing 300,000 men in the first turn is a good start. So, Yeah, most of these. Oh god, that's a good penetration up to the north there. They've already crossed into Riga. I'm gonna have to abandon that. Right, these HQ units can go back to Ploskov. No way to rescue these guys, so I'm just going to see if I can get the supply line open. That will not last more than 30 seconds, but it allows me to get the HQ out. And any unit I don't have to rebuild, godsend for me. Right. Just generally try and move and cut a few supply lines here. Yes, there's not really much. You guys can just all fall back, you're not going to do anything. You take up position in the marshes. Just try and hold them on that side of the river for 30 seconds. I've got my movement speed down a little bit just to try and save everyone. Having to watch, like, I don't know why the default on this is like, oh, let's move 3 hexes a second. Or a hex every second. It's just painful, painful, painful. Right, 21st Mechanized Corps. Oh, I can actually give that one to the Northwest Front. Just better supply lines than trying to get it through Statker. Actually want to pull that HQ back off the line slightly. Who's this here? 51st Rifle Corps. No, you're locked still. Let's move these guys back. Security Division can there. You can move back here. Not going to build any fortified zones. Yeah, and just move the HU unit off. I don't like that massive hole there. Very little I can do about it. Yeah, the Germans have punched a big old hole in my line here. That's actually a very good penetration by them. Okay, I have an active Panzer unit here, Panzer tank unit, but it's not going to help them. Anyone else can punch this way? Yeah, there's still got tanks and stuff there. Generally, I'm just going to make them shoot. These guys are dead, so the other thing I should have on is apparently not. Unit modes on and off. Isolated units instead of that. There we go. These guys are red. That means they're cut off from supplies, and the Germans will be able to do with them what they will. It's a single attack will probably just break them. My mission here is to set as many of these guys up as possible so they have to stop, attack, push forward a little bit, stop, attack. While also looking for the ability to dream of pushing a single one of these guys out. You know, if I keep retreating with most of these guys, I might be able to find a hole at some point. Not going to happen. Not with all these troops. So you can see I'm going to lose a lot of tanks. Each one of these is a tank division. Thankfully, not that many. Yeah, not many T-34s at the front. Still more than I want though. Okay. Not much more I can do there because they're all done and dusted. Oh, I think they may have a HQ unit there because that seemed to retreat. Sometimes you can get lucky and just route a HQ unit. So I'm actually going to send a tank here. Because these guys are in danger of being cut off. So no, it wasn't HQ unit. But if I can pull them back into the swamps, that at least makes it harder for them to get killed. Got interdicted there, that's why they occasionally stop. That was a HQ unit. Oh, I'm just short a few movement points of cutting these buggers off. I'll send the infantry in first. Might be able to sneak a tank unit in there. Come on, there's got to be somebody with 1 point of movement somewhere. No. Throw a tank unit in front of them just to try and slow them down a little bit. Who's hanging around here? 16th Army. Hi there. You can join the Southwest Front. But won't we allow me to move them around? So, trying to get myself behind rivers wherever possible. You can pull back there. Flip a cavalry unit in there. My heart is breaking over my inability to cut these guys off in single hexes. Got the rail line in 2 places, so it's not absolutely terrible. Right, move the tanks back, but try and checkerboard them a little bit. Routed troops can run. You know what, I've got infantry that can plug that gap. Anti-tank brigade, I kind of want to move that, save that so I can move it up. Lots of very valuable units I don't really want to be losing here. You can fall back to Zidimir. Someone Russian watching this is just like crying. Well, I'm sorry. You try saying Worcester. Place names are terrible if you don't actually live there. This isn't too bad. I can actually make a nice little down around the river here, at least until the Romanians there. I think that's Romania. Hungarians, that's the Romanians. There we go. At least until they start their advance, I'll be able to make a nice little hold here. At least retreat into the mountains. Okay, that's not looking too bad. I'm trying to move my tanks up to kind of position them to try and engage the German tanks. This is their main forward push, so this is where I want to stop them. I'm very annoyed I can't cut them off, or them. Say, long term it's not going to stop much, but short term it's just nice. You just want to feel like you're doing something as Russians at this point in the game, rather than just retreating. Move those HQs back a little bit. Move some infantry into the gap. That's far too many infantry in one place. Let's pop these both back. Those guys up. HQ can drop back a little bit. There we go, that's looking like it's almost a hard thing for them to get through. Alright, Kiev. We need to start thinking about defending Kiev. Anyone who can retreat across the river, please do so. Because the river is good, the river is life. Kind of abandoning that entire place. Right, those guys aren't attacking us yet. I'm going to say that they would not worry too much. That gives me a bit of a oh, so the units can move but the HQ can't. Oh yeah, thanks very much. At least get another tank here and a HQ. There we go. So I've got a bit of a line of defence here. I'm going to pull the air bases back if I can, just because I want to survive with some planes, please. So the south is looking not too bad. Could be better. The north is just, yeah, I don't see myself stopping them for any time soon. So let's just try and get some guys across the river. Can't advance there. Hopefully when they unlock it'll be a bit easier. Alright, you guys up here, you are doing absolutely nothing. Waiting to get caught. Right, Leningrad, not much we can do about Leningrad. I can, however, get troops into here and start building up fortifications. Anyone else want to move? No. Right. Yeah, I'm going to need a few more points to actually do anything. I've just moved staff going out of Moscow. That would have sent panic through the masses there, wouldn't it? So, yeah, most of my points just disappeared on a single division. Don't think you can move any industry on turn 1. So hopefully next turn I'll be able to do it. Right, so that's a nice 20-minute video. It's a bit short, but at this point there's not much you can do apart from retreat. I can zoom out and show you how bad it is. Fine, this is the end of the map. It's only hundreds of hexes. I've only lost like Vilnius already, which had rail yards and manpower in it. Not the best turn I've had, first turn I've had. That's actually a very good deployment by the AI. They've got a nice thick wall there, and this guy has to slow down because they have caught several 100,000 men. See, I'd love to be able to get stuff out of Minsk because I don't think Minsk is going to survive. Get the AA units out or something. Right, so that was turn 1. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. Next turn. Yep, I get another punch. So first turn, that was what? A few days. It's supposed to be 4 days. Normally they're a week. Next turn will be much longer. They're the same, and then after that there'll be a week. So it's 2 short turns and a week. Yeah, see you next time. So if you enjoyed this, please like, please subscribe, and hopefully yeah, carry on. See you next time when I get kicked again.